Party people! What's up, everybody? I was actually planning on working on the Sidewinder. Tonight, but I got distracted. Squirrel! Hey, what's up, Mr. Butcher? Hey, Justin. Hey, Brian. So yeah, I was gonna work on the Sidewinder, but I got distracted on doing something else, and no, I can't work on the Sidewinder. Did you see that thing I sent you on Discord? I did not. Let's see. So accurate, so accurate. Let's share with the class. Frank the Tumor looks like this guy. We still gotta tell Dustin. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Michael. Hello, Michael Fox. Raise 3D. Yeah, we don't carry. I do not carry Raise 3D parts. Hey, Julie. So, for those of you not in the know, yeah, I do know it's not Wednesday. The description should say, yeah, I know it's not Wednesday. Which is what makes it so wacky. Yeah, it says, yes, I know it's Tuesday, which makes it so wacky. Drive safe, Michael Molinari. You space wizard, you. Hey, baby girl. Yes, I know it's Tuesday. I tell you what, on the other side of the world, it's probably Wednesday already. Hey, Corey Mac. Hey, 3D Jimmy. Well, here's the thing, Justin. I do not mind carrying other printer parts. Like I don't sell Ender 3s, but I sell the Ender 3 linear rail kits from 3D Fused. But it's kind of like a supply and demand type thing. If I had enough people who would buy them, then I would sell them. But like as it is right now, I bought a whole bunch of stuff and nobody's buying it. I should have ordered smaller orders of things. Like I have 100 things of Magigoo. I have 400 meters of cap tubes. I got a bunch of Micro Swiss stuff. 3D gloop. I don't have a ton of, because I was scared of the shelf life on those. So I didn't go overboard on gloop. I told you it's coming back, babe. It wouldn't take long. Hey, what's up, Viking? Oh, I've had people buy parts for the Sidewinder. I've probably sold 3 heater cartridges, 5 thermistors, the LCD screen thingamabobber. I think I've sold a couple, the thermal tubes, heat breaks, whatever, and a couple nozzles in hot blocks. But oh, what do you say about it, Jimmy? No more shaving it? All right. We'll see, babe. If somebody's gonna pay money for children to be treated in hospitals, I cannot guarantee that I will not shave it again. Hey, Robbie Mac. Hey, Joe Prince. Just 2 more shopping days before Black Friday. I think I've sold 1 mosquito Bondtech extruder and 1 normal Bondtech extruder. I sold another Sidewinder today, which was exciting. Yes, Viking, please eat. You're not allowed on stream until after you eat. If you buy in bulk Sidewinders, do I have bulk discounting? Well, here's the thing, Justin. I will be happy to provide the discount. The thing is, I make $42 per Sidewinder sold. So it's not a lot of wiggle room as it is. But I know you're getting them for a school. So we can work something out on a discount. Is my phone on vibrate? Probably not. It is now. And really, if you were to buy a Sidewinder anywhere else, you'd probably be spending about $50 more than if buying it from me. Oh, on Sidewinder parts, yeah, I could do discounts on the parts. Absolutely, I got more breathing room on the parts. Yeah, when he stuck the tiny fork in the turkey at the end, that's what cracked me up. Like, the whole video cracked me up because Brian is just a punny guy. But when he stuck that tiny fork in the turkey, I literally LOL'd. You're such a brat woman. Too cranky, Viking. You just it's I care about your well-being. You have to eat, sir. I don't know if you're ever cranky because you love coming into the stream, and I love you coming to the stream, but you're quiet, so I can't tell if you're cranky or not. Yeah, Geek Tech. I'm aware it's Tuesday. If you read the video description, I have it in there. That's what makes it so wacky. Beep, 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 beep. I bet I just did post that I was live. All day today, I thought it was Wednesday, to be honest with you, but I kept, remembering it was Tuesday because, like, my clients, they told me they were going to be out Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and so like they were assigning me tasks today, and I was like, "Isn't it Wednesday? Why the flip are they assigning me tasks?" And then I was like, "Oh, it's Tuesday." Okay, that makes sense. How many sidewinders do I normally stock? I stock 0 sidewinders. Artillery has a U.S. warehouse somewhere in the world. No, somewhere in the U.S. I think it's probably in California. And they drop ship them for me. Yeah, Michael. I'll let me get the link. Let's see. I will put Signor Molinari. We've got the Viking and the Maple Leaf. Let's see. I know Geek Tech occasionally wants to come in, so I'll send him the link just in case he does. If anybody else wants to join, they'll have to ask. Oh, that's awesome. Geek Tech. More money, more money, more money. Hey, no problem, Brian. Have fun with that. I wish my Ender 3s would hurry up and flip and get here. Did you ever contact GearBest wondering why you didn't get credit? Michael Fox is snowed in. Where are you living that you're snowed in already? Auto.
Hey! Can you hear me?
Yeah, yep, I can hear you.
Okay. So how's your Wednesday going?
It's going decent. It's going decent. Why are you still not a moderator? Shom, because you're barely ever in here, and when you do show up, you show up for about a whole 2 minutes, say hi, and then, all right, I gotta go grill out. God bless. And then you disappear. And the people who are moderators are in here literally like all the time.
So I printed out this terrible monstrosity.
Wait, I can't see it. It is a benchy with a shark tail and an elephant. Wait, what? What the frig is that?
So the other day on Tanny's stream, I took a benchy and I imported it into the mesh editor that we just integrated into the auto drop system, and I made this horrifying thing.
Yeah, it's pretty horrifying.
Yeah, it is the benchy fan or the Ella bench.
What? Squishy TV. What is that?
So the other day on Tanny's stream, I took a
Carson.
benchy and I imported it into
Say hi.
the mesh editor that we just.
We're gonna make Squishy big for a
auto drop
second.
system.
I
And
gotta give
made
Rosa
this
baby fever,
horrifying thing.
so she'll
Say
want
hi,
her
Squishy.
babies.
Do you see yourself?
Squishy.
So the other day on Tanny's stream,
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
we need a 24-hour Squishy cam. Settle up like those bird and kitten nests.
Oh, look at that. There's a little wall there behind him. This is that he probably could escape pretty easily.
Yeah, Michael Fox, I don't read the labels. Like, literally, I box the UFOs, I tape them, I smack a label on it, I stack them. And then when I get to the post office, I have to separate them into local Central Florida area in one pile and the rest of the U.S. in another pile. So all I'm looking at is zip codes. I don't, like, look at anybody's names and...
Oh. Yeah, this is why you shouldn't print benchies with support. Can't get it out.
Squishy is in baby jail. I just did not get COPA'd. Why would I get COPA'd? There's a big difference between child-friendly and made for children. So I did not get COPA'd. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that whole thing is going to be a big giant mess here soon. Because, I mean, who's the arbiter of what is child-directed?
I do, babe. I do. Get to the capa. Yeah, it's people are flipping out over dumbass stuff. Ugh. Look,
Yeah, I think that's going to be a mess.
if you review videos of children's toys, sure. Mark your stuff as made for children. If you make cartoons for children, or those stupid videos where people pretend to be Paw Patrol characters and they move them around talking and saying, oh no, blah, blah, blah. Sure, made for kids.
So the problem is that you can't mark your video explicitly for adults. Like, there's no way to say, I don't want kids watching this video. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I think that whole thing is like backwards.
Here's the thing. In YouTube, there's a checkbox. Make all my videos made for children, make all my videos not made for children. Or individual videos, you can edit them. Yes, this video is made for children. No, it's not made for children.
Yeah,
Boom.
but it's not an exclusive thing. Like if you mark your video as being not for children, that doesn't exclude children from watching your video.
No, it doesn't.
So that's the thing that seems backwards to me. Like if they excluded children from watching the video, that would probably be a much better way for YouTube to manage it and make it so it was clear for people who are making YouTube videos. Because it's not like you can just prevent children from watching your video. Because as soon as you enable that, this video is directed towards children, you lose everything like the subscribe, the comments, all that good stuff. Seems like a bad, I don't know, that whole thing. They got themselves caught in a real pickle there because they were telling vendors that they could advertise to kids in their marketing materials to them.
Yeah, I mean, I personally don't care if an algorithm wants to take this video down because I had Squishy in here for 10 seconds, whatever. I don't GAF. I mean, my live streams are generally kid friendly until at least 10.
Well, yeah, but the question is actually, so you have a live chat. I don't think that would be enabled on a kid-friendly thing.
Who knows? I don't. Yeah, it's meant to target out marketing to kids. Basically, if a kid watches my video and if I was monetized, which I'm not because I don't have enough things, then they wouldn't show videos on my videos to children who are watching. But you're supposed to be 13 to have a YouTube video channel anyways. Or not a YouTube channel, a YouTube account. So technically all the families who are letting their 1 and 2 and to 5 Rosa year olds watch YouTube all day long, watch the dumbest stuff imaginable on YouTube all day long, then that's on the parents.
Yeah, I mean the FTC. I don't know. We'll have to see how it all shakes out.
The issue is if someone decides my video is for children, no matter how you marked it, I'm in trouble. Yeah, I'd fight that crap in court.
I don't think that it. So the problem is that you can't win with that.
You can. You can win. If freaking I got fined $45,000, but I marked my videos as not for children, I'm gonna take that shit to court.
But the way the COPA law is written, it's whether or not your video appeals to children, not whether or not it's targeted towards children.
Well, then they need to change the question. Does my
the
video appeal to children? No, it doesn't. Because I have no children-related material on my stream. I would fight that. And I'm sure there's a bunch of lawyers out there right now saying, woohoo, we're going to start defending people and suing them, counter-suing YouTube and the FTC and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting how that all shakes out. So your resin printer there, has that thing still been acting up?
I wouldn't say acting up. I made some mistakes initially that are all on me. And then I've been tweaking and testing and getting resin freaking everywhere, which has been amazingly fun, let me tell you. Has all the resin dripped off there yet? I'm gonna wait a minute. Wait, what? Who deleted?
So I've been doing a whole bunch of investigation into resin printers in general lately, just because I want to go through a similar process to some of the other stuff I'm doing. And there's an interesting one called, what's it called? The Milkshake 3D. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Milkshake 3D?
Yeah,
No idea.
it's a top-down resin printer. So it has a projector that projects on the surface of the bucket. So there's no raising and lifting and peeling and all that kind of stuff. And supposedly you can use glycerin. You could fill up the bucket mostly with glycerin and then only float the resin on top of the glycerin. So you can have a vat that's rather large,
Good night, Jimmy.
drop it all the way down. And I've been trying to figure out whether or not this would be something that's worth it to actually go and put together and build something similar.
Yeah, I don't know. Will glycerin explode and kill you?
No, I think it's like food grade kind of stuff, you know?
Oh, that's the stuff they put in e-cigs, right?
Yeah.
Hang on, I gotta grab my tub of alcohol. I need to UV treat my tub of alcohol. It's getting kind of full of gunk.
How much sun you get during the day?
Well, I'm in Florida, so usually a lot, but it's been getting colder. Where the flip is my? Oh gosh, wait, is it in there? Nope. Where the heck's my thingy? Hang on, I'll be back. So one thing that has become false advertising in this whole thing of resin printing. Oh, son of a biscuit eater. There's some resin stuck in there. Hang on, I gotta wait for resin to drip.
What's this whole false advertising bit? Are you talking about the videos which just show it rising instead of peeling action?
No, I'll show you in a second. How hard was the Piopoli to clean after it leaked? Not really. I mean, it just takes some alcohol. All right, so good enough. So my thing with false advertising, this is my argument. Okay, so this is nice and alien oozy and clear and looks freaking amazing. Well, after it cures, technically after it goes into the alcohol bath, it's not as clear. And then after it cures, I got resin on me, so I'm gonna. It's more opaque, and
Could that just be a function of the particular resin you're using?
I don't know.
That looks like a matte finish.
Yeah, right. But I don't know who you are calling me from Texas. Go away. Go away, I said. Making me get resin on my phone, you jerkwad. Hey, Robert Belime. You muted the sound and just hanging in chat. I can use clear coat to fix this.
I imagine that would definitely gloss it back up.
If I put a clear coat on it, will it make it see-through though again? Because that's what I'm wanting is the translucency.
Try putting a little bit of nail polish on it or something. Clear nail polish.
Hey, Devin. All right, Carson, sounds good. True clear coat works? All right. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, I had a lot of failures yesterday, but it was mainly because I was playing.
Hey, Devin.
Testing things. Like, do I still have resin on me? I do. Gosh darn it. Resin. It's messy. I'm going to touch this thing anyways. So anyways, I printed this like this. And it's supposed to have a flat bottom, right? And the bottom, like, see the back there, how it's curved and the bottom's kind of wonky? And I contacted the resin maker. And they're like, well, you need more supports. And I'm like, I shouldn't need supports unless it's a island, if it's floating.
Oh, the problem is that it's not hard all the way after it's cured the layer.
Right. I completely understand.
So it'll droop.
It was drooping. But I was doing 12 seconds per layer. Yeah, Tanny, I already know what it is. It's the warpage. It's because it wasn't curing long enough. So then, nope, that's not the one I printed. Where's the other one I printed? I printed another one. I don't know where the flip it went.
So those little rep boxes or whatever those things are, those were kind of funny at the ERRF where he was giving away the lifesavers or whatever.
Yeah, these are the ones with the lightsabers. I've got a FDM printed one right here.
That is such a clever little thing.
Yeah, it's cool. So anyways, so I printed another one that was in the same orientation, the same supports, but I raised it from 12 seconds to 16 seconds, and it helped a lot. There was still a slight little thing, so I think if I raised it to like 20 seconds, it would probably be fine. But I went ahead and printed it how you're supposed to print it on its back. And so there's no warpage, but now I have to deal with a lot more support cleanup.
Now, do you take off the supports before it cures all the way?
I do, because I think they're easier to get off before you cure it. See, I mean, there's a little bit of dimples on there that I could very quickly sand off after it's cured.
How deformable is it while it's in this state? Like if you squish it.
Like it's not terribly squishable. Like you can push it down. If you put enough pressure on it, I'm sure it would deform. All right, let me catch up on. It's because before the curing process, it's ultra smooth. Afterwards, it has a very fine texture that acts like the same effect as frosted glass. That makes sense. Hey, One Ras. What's my temp in my house? Not very warm, not very cold. I don't know. 60s. Yeah, Justin, I'm not sun curing it. But no, that warping, it came off the bed like that. And it was because it was sagging because it wasn't curing enough. And technically, if you add more supports, yes, it'll stiffen it up so it doesn't sag like that. On the other hand, you got to deal with getting the divots from the supports off, which isn't always fun. So instead, I increased the layer cure time, and it helped a lot. And I bet if I increased it more, it would help even more.
You know, I almost wish that there was a way that you could have resin, like two different kinds of resin that were mixed up, that cured at different wavelengths. That way, you could have support material with one kind of resin, and then another kind of resin as the actual object, and then do the chemical thing to clean it off afterwards and remove all the supports.
I do know of a company that is using a multi-vat system to do multi-material resin. I'm not allowed to say who. I'm not allowed to give any details, but it is being worked on.
If it were to happen in the same vat, though,
it won't. It's multi-vat. The vat using the same vat wouldn't work.
Unless they do a bunch of complex chemical engineering.
Too much leftover thing. Like you'd have to rinse the vat. And it's just, yeah. I don't want a chamber heater, but thank you, Tanny.
Oh, is Tanny in here?
Yeah, he's in here as Tanara Petrova. It's his alter ego.
Hey, did you see this thing yet? Printed that thing out.
That thing's so creepy. I'm gonna go toss this in front of my UV light. All right, so this is the other one that I made. So let's see. This was 12 seconds per layer. This one's 16 seconds per layer. Put it back to back.
So are those in the same orientation?
Yep, printed in the same orientation.
That's really bad.
Yeah, so this was 12 seconds. This was 16 seconds. I'm sure at 20 seconds it would have been even better. But yeah, I got tired of testing fails, so I went ahead and did it. the way that I knew would succeed, which is carrying now. Ugh. You had warping issues at low temps along with cracking like ABS. I mean, that's entirely possible. I mean, it could be chilly in here. I can't guarantee what the temperature is in my house. It is. I got stuff printing, so I can't count on my thermistor. But it's between 20 and 30 degrees Celsius, whatever that is. I'm gonna go put this tub in the user chamber. Anywho. You got parts to make a couple heaters for your photons?
Is that a big thing with them resin-based printers? The heating?
Well, apparently they're saying it. Oh, I gotta clean that still. Well, they're saying that if the temperature is too cold, then it can cause issues, which makes sense. Here's my alcohol. There's my alcohol. Yeah, whoever was asking about all the resin underneath the vat, literally all you got to do is wipe it down with some alcohol, paper towel, microfiber cloth, whatever. But
What happens if it cures on the screen?
then you're pretty screwed. Luckily, I was printing in the middle of the screen, and the leak was on the outer edges, and it stayed on the outer edges, so it wasn't too bad. Yeah, this is actually Soraya green. So, I mean, I probably should heat the chamber, I guess. But I'm learning.
How long you been at it with the resin so far?
I got a photon like 2 months ago, but I haven't printed a lot with it. I printed a couple failed aliens while I was testing some things. I printed this.
I don't look bad.
Yeah, it came out really good. And then I painted it. Come on, camera, focus on the right thing. Focus on his crotch. All right, well, anyways. And I printed a mini for Devin Rizzo. And then I think that was the last thing I printed on my photon was Devin's mini. And then I yeah, and then on this thing I had one failed completed print of the test object that they send you. I had about 12 failed prints because they wouldn't stick to the bed. So I cleaned out the vat and re-leveled it 5 million times. Finally decided to just print with a raft, and since I started printing with a raft, everything's been sticking fine. So I'm just going to print with a raft from now on.
Everything works better with a raft in 3D printing. Everything.
I hate rafts on FDNs. I will not use a raft on FDN printing. But it's not so bad on resin because there's supports between the raft and the print, so you just peel them off and sand them down. But yeah, so. But yeah, Soraya told me that you shouldn't need a raft, and I was like, yeah, well, I need a raft. Do I have the 400 by 400 yet? 400 by 400 what, Robbie Mac? I missed something. Oh, magnetic. Oh, TH3D release textured PEI sheets. How much are they? And are they the sheets or the whole metal kit and caboodle?
PEI sheets work pretty well, depending on what material you're using.
Hey, Kelvin. Yeah, usually that does work. It's no big deal. Mike, did you see the horror of a print fail of your elephant on Tanny's machine?
I think I'm. Let me see. I thought I saw that. Hold on.
Well, it's like I jacked up my one side of my powder coated PEI sheet wherever it is. I don't know. I lost it.
Oh, holy cow! Yeah, I saw this. You know what? I'm going to share my screen here because this is pretty terrible.
Let's see. th3dstudio.com. Nice.
Yeah, that's nice and pretty. Well,
hi guys.
What up, Viking?
Hey!
I'm full.
Hey, what'd you win yesterday? Because you won something.
Yeah, the mosquito. So looking forward to that. Testing it out.
I hear they're good.
Yeah, me too. So I hope it works out well for me too. Let's see. Pop chat. There.
I don't. Did TH3D post their Peak Flexible PEI thingamabobber yet? Because I'm not seeing them seeing it on their website. Unless that's it. Is that it?
I mean, you can order like really thin PEI sheets. And by really thin,
I don't use those.
It's like a sticker.
I don't use PEI sheets because oh, here they are. Textured 3 PEI. $28.99. That's not bad.
PEI normally works out pretty well.
But no, PEI, the thin PEI sheets, oh wait, we have a shared screen that's all jacked. But yeah, so I've had PEI sheets and I tear up PEI sheets. I've had WAM systems. I tear up WAM systems. I've got TH3D's Flex Mat. I tore that up. Yeah. I build tech. I tore that up. I just
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, those PEI sheets have been indestructible for me, and I put a lot of abuse on my build surfaces.
I use PI too on my Tornado, but I also use Magic Glue on top, usually, to be safe.
so they're doing $28.99 for a 310 by 310 textured PEI.
I mean, you really only need a PEI and then rub it down with a little sandpaper, and you're good to go.
Yeah. It worked pretty good before I started to use the Magic Glue, but I've gotten used to using the Magic Glue on it.
I may have to buy one just to test it out. I don't want the flex plate, sir, or the magnetic sheet, sir. Don't make me buy it, sir. Can I buy just the freaking texture plate?
Hey, Devin.
You know, I guess that if you were to take a PEI sheet, like the 1 millimeter thick stuff, which is pretty typical now, because you can find the one. Oh, I got a piece right here, actually. Yeah, you can buy this stuff. It's like 1 millimeter thick kind of stuff. And I imagine that if you were to buy one of them sheet magnets, you could just put it right out directly onto it, as long as your bed was steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you need a steel bed. Most beds are aluminum.
Yeah, or glass.
But yeah, these they're relatively flexible. But once you sand it up, the stuff just sticks to it pretty well. Plus, it's able to come off relatively easy.
All right, I'm going to have to contact Tim because I don't want the magnet. I just want the PEI flex plate.
Yeah. So I'm using the new camera now.
Are you? It looks
yeah.
dark. You need lighting, sir.
I know. I actually have 2 work lamps here now. That's 2 more than I usually have when I'm on webcam. I could, of course, bump up the ISO, but then there's some more noise in the picture.
It's definitely less grainy.
Yeah, the picture of it looks great. You just need more lighting.
Yeah, I need to buy more lamps. So we'll see when I can afford it.
But yeah, I was just giving you shit because of our conversation on Twitter.
Yeah. yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. All right. Let's see.
I hate support material.
Yeah, that sucks. Hi, Michael Fox.
I'm gonna email Tim and Aaron.
Let's see. Frozen. I'm also waiting for a dummy battery for a new camera. I don't think it'll last several hours as it is now. Yeah, kid. I'm in my living room. My kitchen is right there. It's combined. You see some of my workbench there.
Where's the workbench? In the back corner there?
Yeah, there. I'll probably do streams from there when I got everything set up with better lighting.
Cool.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
I need
Yeah,
at least
it
one more light.
like the system is like $38 actually because they force you to buy the magnet as well. But I don't want the magnet. I already have magnets on both of my printers. Latest products are just the sheets. Well, then the email I just sent them makes me see. I don't have the latest products on their thing. Yeah, let's see. Main shop page. Oh, main shop page. Scroll to the bottom. Oh, never mind.
If I was in Boy Scouts right now, they'd take away my whittling chip.
Okay.
I found it. Thank you, Kit. Hey, Paul Cumber. A Moana isn't for kids according to Disney Plus. What?
Really?
Lightspeed, I have a textured PEI, but I jacked it up. I got it from who did I get it from? Subtle Design. I have no freaking clue what I've done with it, but I jacked it up, and yeah, I have no idea where it's at right now. But oh, it's over there on my Sidewinder. But yeah, I've got to sand it down, the part that I jacked up, so I can flip it over and it'll lay flat. Da 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 da. Add 2 carts. Moana is a Disney song that Rosa likes to torture me with.
At least it's not the Frozen song.
Let it go, let it go.
To the rest.
I don't know the rest.
Me neither.
That's how you get a copyright claim on your video.
Not if you're singing it yourself.
I don't know. It's Disney.
You never know.
I really need to start trying out that water-soluble support stuff. I have a roll of it. I just haven't gone through and figured out the slicing settings for it just yet.
Yeah, keep on trying and you'll get there.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Steven, the one you see on the screen here is the TV Tornado, heavily modified TV Tornado.
How much is the subtool design? Let's see, subtool design.
I'm close, Mr. Mushroom. But I still need some parts for the studio. I'm waiting for a dummy battery for my camera. It's what I'm using right now.
They're
But,
still shut down.
The battery won't last that long. And I need some more lighting, as you can see. It's a bit dark. I can bump up the ISO, but then it gets grainy. I think it's too grainy as it is now.
Well, I'm gonna wait 2 hours and 40 minutes before their Black Friday sale starts.
Yeah.
And then I'll order it. Maybe I'll get a discount. Do you want to build a snowman?
You are the worst.
Put it in the sun and let it melt.
I don't know this song. So I'll stop now.
How did you fry your duet today, Lightspeed?
Oh no.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. Oh crap. That's no good.
Oh poo.
No, nope. Now we're banned in China.
All right, TH3D starts in 2 hours, 38 minutes, and 45 seconds, according to their website. You have a TH3D affiliate link? Send it to me. I'll use it. How is Subtle Designs a horrible businessman? I know Ken. Ken's been pretty cool to me.
I don't think I've seen the designs or the products from that company.
Where can I sign in on TH3D? Gosh darn it. There we go. Shoot, what's my account? Let's try this. No, I'm not a robot.
You're an alien?
And that did not work. Let's use Google to sign in. Let's use that one.
Yeah, that whole generate password thing from Google. It's not exactly a bad feature.
What?
The when you're signing up for sites now, right? You know how Google will suggest to you a password that's like 1 million characters long and it automatically generated?
No, I'd never have seen that.
Ah, shit.
I use RoboForm for all my password stuff. So, the Alien came out pretty good. Oh, this is much clearer than the webcam.
Oh, wow.
Woo!
It came out great.
Yeah. The Tornado is pretty good.
You sent me on Twitter a message on Twitter, butthead. Who you calling a butthead, woman?
Oh, the autofocus works good.
Oh, look at that. It's the Space Wizard.
Yeah.
Babe, why are you going to buy a certified 2018 Nissan Murano Platinum? Why not get a new one? You already have a Murano. If
Cool.
you're going to replace your existing Murano, which is already an amazing Murano. Was that a FDM printed mini?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that came off of one of the auto drops. I had to go and do a whole bunch of support removal, which was the most painful thing in the world. But yeah, I mean that thing's super tiny.
You hooked up the end stops backwards. Ouch.
Did anybody take advantage of the sale they had on Hero Forge or whatever it was?
No.
Nope.
Because they don't let you sell the model, so I don't use them. Like I use them to make my model for my D&D stream that Tanny will one day have. But other than that, I know you want a new one, babe, but if you're going to get a new one, get a new one. Get a 2020. Sheesh. But yeah, they don't let you sell the models, so there's no point in. Ooh, that came out awesome too.
Yeah, it needs a bit of cleanup on the front, but it's nice. And the feet fits.
All I know is that if I saw one of those things running around my house, I'd call an exterminator.
Yeah.
Lightspeed, the reason he closed his shop is because they're moving to a new facility. And they couldn't process orders while they were moving.
No, Chris. I'm using my new camera, and then it's a bit off on the angle from the other one, which is still there. Yeah, I showed this before, but not as good detail as now.
Oh, the bunny.
Came out.
You
Really
definitely need more than just blue filament, though, sir.
I'm just too lazy to change. I don't. It's the one I have the most of too, so I only have small bits left on the rest of the spools until I get a package soon. So, and I'll probably get some filament for Christmas too. I need it.
Well, the filament you ordered from me is apparently in Ontario, Canada at the moment. So I will send it to you as soon as the Canadians let it go.
Yeah, Ontario in the US.
Shut up, sir.
I saw that tweet, so I know.
I literally woke up and just saw Ontario, CA, and I'm like, why is it in Canada?
Yeah, I would probably thought the same. So, what the hell? I wouldn't be too surprised if it's what was shipped from the US to me. If it went up to Canada first and then over to me.
Ooh, look at that octopus!
Yeah, I'm printing toys for Tots for IC3D.
Cool.
And
yeah, Devin.
This is one of the models that they're.
They fit.
Ow.
Clicks on. Yeah, I've told her, but I think she has bought something else. But I don't know. Maybe she has bought something.
I need to 3D print flex plate spinner.
Yeah.
Because these corners are sharp when they poke your hand.
Could just sand the corners down a little bit.
Or buy a metal table and just put it on the table, and it gets cool really quick.
Yeah, cools off faster.
Yeah, Michael Castle.
Good. Stop looking at cars, baby. Look at houses.
I mean, you can live in a car, right?
If it's large enough.
Not with a 5-year-old.
Cars versus houses.
I think this is like the 4th one I've printed. 1, 2, yep, 4. Little octopus.
It's so much better than the webcam on focusing.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
This weekend will not work for D&D for me. I got UFO stuff I gotta do. You gotta wait until after I get the UFOs out.
Hey, so you were talking about printing your own spools there for a while. Do you have a spool design that doesn't require support material?
Yes, I do. It's a 2-part push together.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I mean, could do something that's like two funnels put together, but yeah. Huh.
Yeah, I've seen it, Greg. But this is Toys for Tots, sir. We will not be sending naughty toys.
No, definitely not.
Well, I mean, is it appealing to children? That's the thing.
Oh my goodness.
Probably is.
I'll be right back here.
Yeah.
Come on, bed. Cool. For the record, I jacked up this build plate today too.
No.
You see
man.
those 3 dots and the hexagon outline?
Yeah.
I
That sucks.
accidentally adjusted the Z offset of the probe
Yeah.
the wrong direction.
That sucks.
And I dug into the build plate. But you know the awesome thing about this build plate?
No.
Even with me doing that, it still works.
Yeah. That's the important part. Yeah, Chris.
I mean, it didn't cut into it too bad, just enough to leave marks.
Yeah. Oh. So I'm waiting for someone to buy my old camera, my Canon T3i. So then I'll go to buy more lights at least. I'm thinking about maybe doing a green screen or something too, but I don't know.
I used to use green screens. I still have my green screen actually.
Yeah, I have a large sheet which is green. It came with the all Pinnacle package, video editing software and a card, but it's in storage somewhere because I don't really like the background I have there, and that's all the background there is when I film my work table and in my studio. So
Lightspeed, the aluminum flex plate was from Wham. The build surface is Print Bite. And I need to buy another flex plate so I can put my other sheet on it.
Yeah.
Another sheet right here.
Was. Yeah, Greg. Not all Canon cameras supports clean HDMI out, so
Hey,
you get.
Chris Gulata. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No problem. Just go ahead. You go ahead.
Chris Gulata. I don't want to hear about breaking things, Mister. What happened to your mosquito?
I guess we all break things. Not as often as you do, Josh, but sometimes.
I break things more than others.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Devin, it would be. No, the T3i, and yeah, if you modify it with Magic Lantern, one problem is that it doesn't output full HD. So it's almost, but not quite there. I use a cam link from Elgato for the HDMI output on my new camera. And Blackmagic Ultra Studio is probably more expensive, way more expensive, I think. But it only has one input and one output. It's a USB stick, so. Yeah, Mr. Bertram. We'll see how long mine lasts.
Yeah, Carson, I'm still trying to talk companies into using me as a official test subject for their products so they can get the alien stamp of approval. Nobody's fallen for it yet, though.
Yeah.
I've literally broke everything people have sent me.
Yeah. Yeah, Robbie Mac. The only I got two FDM printers that's working now. The Tornado and the Easy 3D or Easy 3D Nano. But it's too small for me, so I haven't picked up. It's in the storage somewhere. I'll set it up when I'll do the rest of the review.
Oh, Geek Tech's in the house. What's up, Geek Tech?
Everyone,
What's going on, guys? What's up?
not much. Cleaning up prints.
Yeah, I've been doing that for the past couple of days. Star looks good. Is that the star for the top of your tree?
Yeah.
Oh, the
Or
focus
not.
on your new camera is amazing.
Yeah, it's great. So it's printed in Petri, and I haven't got the settings quite dialed in yet. It's for the tree I printed for my girlfriend. So
Greg, what's going on, bud? How are you? Mike, nice to see you again.
Hey, Geek Tech, how you doing?
Is anybody streaming tomorrow? Because I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but if not, tomorrow I'm going to do a solo stream upgrading my Sidewinder. It probably will take like an hour, so the first hour will be solo at least.
yeah.
If it takes that long.
Yeah, what are you upgrading again? The C?
Yeah, I'm putting some 3D printed backlash thingamabobbers on the Z on the lead screws.
Yeah.
See if it actually helps my Z wobble.
Yeah, it should. And it shouldn't take too long. Unless you break something.
Well, that's always
You
the case,
never
isn't
know.
it?
True.
You never know.
And so far, he's managed to break everything. So
Hey, I have not broken the Phenom. It came broke twice.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what everybody else said too. I agree. I think there needs to be an Alien 3D stamp of approval. If Josh can't break it, it's immortal.
The 3D Passion guy swears I can't clog his nozzle. I don't have the extra money to spend to buy one until after Christmas. But
It's pretty expensive.
After Christmas, we're gonna see if it gets my stamp of approval.
Yeah.
See, that's
I
one
think
of those
he's got
things.
30.
Go ahead.
I think he's got a 30% off sale going for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps.
It's reasons like that I want to get my channel up to being far more popular, so I could sit there and tell companies like that, let's put your money where your mouth is, okay? I
Much.
I bet that the price of that nozzle, plus you have to buy me a nozzle of my choice, if I can clog it. And trust me, I'm fairly sure I could.
Yeah, you seem to have nozzle trouble.
Yeah.
Well, if you're using a nozzle of your choice, of course it's gonna clog. But he's saying it's uncloggable with his entire system, top to bottom.
Well, I mean, I'm fairly sure. I mean, mind you, I'm almost positive that the reason I get such crappy use of my nozzles is because I buy them by the packs of 10 off Amazon as cheap as I can get them.
Possibly.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one of the issues.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. If I would save myself money in the long run if I just got good nozzles, but I buy cheap shit.
Hi, Chris Lane. You're still here.
Yeah, you definitely get what you pay for, which is kind of one of the reasons why I decided to not sell clone parts on my website. Rose is sending me houses. Oh goodness.
Any good ones?
I'm looking at the current one she just sent me.
In the right price range?
Half the size of my old house and more expensive than my old house.
Yeah.
Kitchen's nice though.
So let me explain my luck to you. There's a buddy of mine who has been talking to me, who is moving to New York, and he just bought a house, and he was like, I don't. After I get settled in the house, I'm going to buy a 3D printer. And I was like, well, all right, fine, cool. His luck is so good that when the people moved out of the house, when he got there to start moving his stuff in, he found 3 different 3D printers in the basement.
What?
Nice.
2 CR10s and a Prusa Mark II just sitting in the basement. He called them and asked them if they want them. They said, no, you can keep them. We bought them and never used them, and they just sat down there.
What? Where the heck did he buy this house?
In upstate New York. I told him I'm not his friend anymore. Don't call and ask me for advice.
Honey, this is in an HOA district, so that's a no.
Oh, HOAs. Yeah, that's no good.
What's
Pretty
that?
sure. What's an HOA? It's basically a housing association. The neighborhood is basically they can tell you how to live.
Oh, screw them.
Yeah, if you go on YouTube, there's tons and tons of videos of people having horror stories with their HOAs because they're basically like, Nazi Germany. They're insane.
Yeah, I wouldn't accept that. So better not buy a house that has that.
All right, let me catch up on chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the bedroom.
Hey, Chris Lane. Yeah, there's no Wednesday. You probably already left already. My bad. The survived probing. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, Justin, 3D's daughter.
Hi.
Yeah, Michael Cassell, you got muted by the mods during the stream last night for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't know if it was an accident or what. I didn't see you post anything bad. Oh, the spider emoji? Well, that's kind of a little too harsh, but...
Yeah.
You get a lot of work because of HOAs, Joe Prince? I mean, I'm sure they're good for somebody, just, I don't.
I'm sure it's great working for an HOA. I'm sure it's not very good dealing with an HOA. We have a crappy HOA here that keeps getting on my nerves.
Well, HOAs can be all like, oh, you have to paint all of your trim this color, and you're not allowed to have your grass above this length, and you can't have.
Our yard work is covered by our HOA. That's all part of our lot rent and stuff, so they can do it themselves.
Yo,
But we have a handicap ramp on one of our doors.
Hey!
And they sent us a letter, and they were like, "You need to paint your ramp." And I was like, "All right, as soon as I can get out there, I will." And then they sent me another letter like a month later, and they're like, "If you have 30 days to paint your ramp, or we're gonna have somebody come out and paint it for you, and then bill you." And I was like, "Okay, if they're any better at painting in the rain than I am, since it's been raining for the past month, go right on ahead."
That's some BS.
Yeah.
They didn't send anybody out, so.
Hey, Danny.
howdy. So, the TPU puzzle piece is a thing now.
Oh,
And
it's fishy.
it is, and this is super satisfying. Devin can attest.
I could hear it creaking.
Nice.
I can't hear anything on my side. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, it sounds crunchy.
It's the inside supports.
No, Lightspeed, I would not be caught dead in a Trump hat. This is bright pink. Much better. Because pink hats won't offend anybody.
Yeah, I refuse to live in HOAs, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. That would suck.
Anybody who tells me that I'm being lazy and haven't mowed my lawn, and it's a quarter of an inch past whatever length it's supposed to be, they can kiss my booty.
Come
Yeah.
on. I mean, you gotta want to have the ability to have 3 boats in your front yard.
Well, no, I will probably never have one boat in my yard, period. But like when I was in the Army and I lived on post, I had a dog, and in the winter it would go outside and poop in the snow, and then it would snow and cover it up. Well, come springtime when the snow melted and all the little dog turds appeared on my yard, I got written up. And living on post is like living in an HOA. I mean, it's like, oh my God, there's a pile of dog poop in his yard. Give him a $50 fine. What?
Well, that's kind of crappy of them.
Yeah, I will never live in an HOA, and hopefully I'll never have to live in a trailer park again, because it's not much different.
your city threatens to mow your lawn every spring, I'd be like, ooh, is that a threat? I bet you won't do it.
And Devin, I'll send you another one because I've got a few printed out.
Oh yeah, HOA would definitely have an issue with giant alien in the yard.
Oh yeah.
Really?
So every time you walked outside, you get fined. So tomorrow, if Community Catch Up isn't streaming, then I'm going to do Wet Paint Wednesday with Devin.
Okay.
We're doing the Baby Yoda from Wexter.
Nice.
Because it's adorable, and why wouldn't
It
you
is.
want to paint the Baby Yoda? Although I'm going to make mine a weird color. I'm not going to paint him green.
Pink?
Maybe. I have been on a pink kick lately.
Yeah. I do like this too.
I do like that. That is magical.
Yeah.
Is that a bottle cap?
No, it's
Or
for
was
the.
that just support material?
Oh, it's the bottom. It's for the Christmas tree that Brit Hawk designed.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. I think that I've got it downloaded, but I haven't unzipped the file yet because
Yeah.
my file organization right now is a travesty.
I mean, do you just like dump everything in a folder?
Well, no, a bunch of my stuff is still in the downloads folder, and then I've got I have my Dropbox is specifically just for 3D files, and then that's also where I have my stash of all of the seasons of My Little Pony because I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
Furry, brony, I'm a weirdo. I'm proud to be weird.
Yeah.
I agree with Matt Johnson. I think that you should weatherproof your giant alien and then put him out in the yard.
It's art.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-oh.
We just
Hey.
lost Geek.
Who let Geek? Where'd you go, man?
Geeks
Oh
leaving
no,
us.
Geek's dead.
Probably accidentally disconnected like usual.
I'll have to start talking about Star Wars.
Yes, Carson. Oh my God.
Wizard.
I need the file of I need someone to model the new Rapidash as well because the new Rapidash is literally just a My Little Pony character. It is glorious. I'm a little excited about the new Ponyta.
It's already up
Rapidash.
on my mini factory.
Yeah, that's just the Ponyta though. No one's done the Rapidash yet.
Matt
Actually, Devin.
Matt Johnson, I plan on finishing it this.
Oh, you're talking about your own. Never mind.
And I'll take pictures of it completely put together.
Oh shoot! Of course, I just dropped off the Mario star for one of my coworkers that I printed and hooked up. I did one of the LED panels, the super bright ones, and I did a cut out of the back of the star so that I could put the light panel in, and it glows. But then I had to put a fan and a heatsink in because those light panels get really hot and it was starting to warp the PLA.
Yeah.
Justin, yes, I did get an order for a Sidewinder.
Nice.
The super bright ones, and I cut a
Carson, you're gonna have to stop the
out of the back of the
audio
super,
though.
Yeah, stop the YouTube.
Stop the YouTube.
I remembered this time. I couldn't figure it out when I had the headset on because I had the headset on and I'm hearing the audio echo. I'm like, what the hell is wrong? I'm like, oh yeah, YouTube's up.
And they'll just let anybody in this chat.
Why they
There's
let
one,
you in?
right?
No, I figured this is easier than trying to keep an eye on chat, talk to you guys, and try to get a shiny pony to show it off to Tanny and brag that I have it.
I don't even own a Switch, so I can't be jealous. Yeah, I'll probably never buy a Switch, so I'll probably never play Pokemon again.
Wow.
Come on, the Switch is just a Game Boy that can connect to your TV.
Yeah, it's a Game Boy with an HDMI out.
The Switch Mini isn't. It doesn't connect.
Yeah, Switch Lite is.
Oh, they have a Switch Lite now? I didn't know that.
It's $199.
I'll probably still never buy one because, like, let's be real. I've got a DS that I've played a grand total of like 6 times, and that was just to start each of the Pokemon games when I bought them, but I never finished them. And I don't think I have more than 1 badge in any of my Pokemon games.
Yeah, I wish I could say that.
I really don't, Devin, because, like, I don't play games. Like, literally, someone the other day asked what games I play, and I almost answered Kira.
I actually got a friend who typically does not play Pokemon. He's played Pokemon. Last time he played was Red and Blue when it first came out. So I convinced him to get Shield because he already had a Switch, and he's hooked. He's addicted. He took an extra day off of work today because his boss was like, "Yeah, your replacement's fine. We really don't need you." So he's been playing Pokemon for the last 4 days straight from the time he woke up to the time he went to sleep. It's been great. I've been doing close to the same, but throwing homework and taking care of a baby in the middle.
I did do a new design, actually. This one I just got the... Oh, hey, that came off. And also, Josh, I know I sent you the pic, but I ordered my print bite for Swifty.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my God, that sucks. People suck. I don't know why they'd want to steal that kind of stuff.
So this one was for a customer because he sends out a lot of boxes that have power plugs on the outside. So he needed something to keep dust out of them. I think that ought to work pretty good.
Yeah.
Although I do need to edit the model so that it quits putting the little rectangle in the middle. I'm not sure why it decided to do that. Probably because I didn't combine them properly, because I'm bad at Mesh Mixer. Yeah, I'm just waiting to hear back if he wants these in PLA or PETG, or if he wants them in TPU. Because if I do them in TPU, then it'll actually like seal really well. And then it, like, if he puts a clamp over it, then it could even be waterproof.
What's the advantage of that over a piece of tape?
This doesn't fall off if it gets humid outside, or if it rubs against something, it won't fall off. And this will also protect the pins if something like were to fall on top of it and just, you know, be heavy and small enough to fall in there, then, because he's had that happen several times, because a lot of his equipment goes out onto like work sites, so hammers are dropping all over the place, and he's had a couple of like hammer related incidents where the pins got bent.
That sucks.
I know, right, Kit? Because replacing power switches on something is always a great time. especially when you're a business owner and you have to pay people to do that. And I've renamed my i3 Mega because now it works good. It's now the Any Zoltec.
Ugh. I'm sure this Pokemon game, like the rest of them, will end up on emulator at some point.
Yeah, probably. I'm actually printing a MAME cabinet for my friends for Christmas. It's going to be my gift to all of them.
I think it's going to take a little bit longer for this one to end up on emulator because what the data miners found out is that they have events planned to add more Pokemon to the game.
It'll still get emulated. We'll just have to emulate the Switch network connection as well.
It's just going to take a little longer than the past. Because, Nintendo tries to stop that kind of stuff constantly.
Yeah.
They actually just released a patch today that for people that were changing the date on their Switch so they could sit there and do raid dens at different times and just farm raid dens, that it has a higher chance to corrupt the game.
Oh,
I don't think he did say what Zoltec's Black Friday sale was. He just said it was going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome, and I'm not sure if they have announced it yet. Let me see. Nope.
Josh and Mike, both of you guys are making me hungry, and I just finished dinner.
I'm eating candy.
Your 3 pounds of chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Your hips are gonna love you for that.
I literally have a container.
I'm a
of
tubby
chocolate.
guy, so it's okay.
I can't say much. I have a bag of jelly beans sitting next to me because one of those discount stores had Jolly Rancher jelly beans on sale.
Oh, those are good.
They are. You normally can't find them this time of year. And I'm like, I have to get as many as possible, but still have self-restraint. I got
Wait a
2
second.
bags.
Those are Jolly Rancher flavored?
Yes. During
Oh.
Easter, the different companies do a bunch of different jelly beans.
Catch you later, Kelvin.
Are,
Happy Thanksgiving
Jolly
to you.
Rancher and the
See you,
Starburst.
Kelvin.
Yeah, I want to switch metabolisms with your husband.
I want somebody to switch metabolisms with my husband too because I'm about to have to buy him weight gainer again. That's not a fun time for anybody.
No.
I cannot find my alien box.
How did you lose your alien box?
Draco, it is over here on top of my Harry Potter books.
Those are just regular wizards.
He was looking for the pattern. He wasn't looking for the shipping label that was facing out. See, I'd be that kid, Devin, that would sit there and wait until you're distracted and go sneak like a handful of Jolly Ranchers. Because I have a huge sweet tooth, and one of my teachers tried doing that, and then she couldn't figure out why all of them were missing.
Oh goodness, Rose is sending me more houses.
You know, Josh,
Yeah.
I want to tell you that I love this burring tool.
Right?
Have
That
you got good use
that
out of it?
deburring tool
Oh,
is
yeah.
amazing.
I used it a lot on the Gauss rifle build.
I could have used it now, but I didn't have. I don't have it.
What's this tool look like?
So this is a deburring tool that I got in the box. And I've used a bunch of these in the past for different stuff. But I mean, it comes in a nice little case for keeping all your burrs in.
The funny thing is he sat there and he's like, I've used these before. Never thought of them for this kind of application. He was so thrilled to see those.
Good night, Princess Emily. I love you. Mwah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about using one on this until after one showed up in the box and going, that is actually like the perfect tool for this job.
Somebody's got a cool keyboard.
That would be me.
That's Tanny's annoying keyboard.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Now that my grandmother is dead, I will be able to go back to Fargo and get my good keyboard soon-ish.
Oh! Everybody can play at that game.
Oh.
My good streaming keyboard got left in Fargo because I was in a hurry and I put the wrong box in storage.
See, what you need is the Dell, the old Dell Quiet Key keyboards, because they were the opposite of quiet,
Right.
and they were
my
good keys.
My streaming keyboard is still a mechanical, but it's a soft touch, and I've got rubber rings on it, so it doesn't make any sound at all.
Does it give you that satisfying finger feel though?
That's a pointless keyboard.
No, it's just a smooth travel, and it's not pointless. It still feels very nice to type on because it's got heavy keys. So you still have to push hard, so it still feels nice. It's just not as nice as clicky.
They used to complain about my typing at work because I'm so heavy-handed, and so my mother-in-law got me a really good keyboard. It's got Cherry MX switches in it, and when I start going, it sounds like I'm typing away on a typewriter. It's so damn loud. But it's at work.
Oh.
Your keyboard.
Take it.
You can't consider your keyboard really cool unless you have an old style PS2 adapter to the new style PS2 adapter to a USB adapter.
No, you have to have a DB15 to DB9 to PS2 Type 1 to PS2 Type 2 to USB. That's how you do a real keyboard.
As long as your keycaps are blank.
Well, I mean, a keyboard that old, it'd be impossible not to have them blank.
You never know. I've got to order blank keycaps for my one at work.
So I need to print some keycaps.
So I'm literally going to pop up into my attic right now because you'll get a kick out of this. I have an actual serial terminal to connect to a Unix mainframe.
I think his stairs are louder than your keyboard.
Maybe a little bit. Is it RS-232 or is it a DB9 DB15 serial.
It's the serial that looks like a printer port.
Yeah, so DB15.
Okay, let's see.
Not that I've been doing computer stuff for a long time, but yeah.
So that's the keyboard for this puppy. It's rather
Very
quiet,
nice.
but
Beautiful.
so I don't know whether you can see right there the ports on this thing.
I
Yep.
remember those.
And then you gotta set it all with the dip switches.
That was always
But
fun.
Those are always fun, especially if you forgot to switch the power dip switch.
But there we
Very
are.
nice.
I mean, this is a legit.
I don't see any screen burn on that thing. I call shenanigans on that.
I don't think it got very much use. I think that this one was put in storage for a very, very long time because it's basically brand new.
Once my print bite gets here, then I'm going to be printing a lot of caps because then I'll have a print surface that won't require a whole lot of squish.
This is my keyboard. I don't like the tall keys, so
Yeah, you like the scissor switch short travel. Is it at least a mechanical scissor switch or is it a membrane?
I think it's membrane.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Doesn't feel as nice. I like the mechanical scissor switch keys because they feel interesting and they're very quiet.
Yeah.
So
I'm really happy with this one though. It works great.
So I got a huge collection of this nonsense up here, like whole bunch of super early calculators.
That's
So-
literally what you
Oh.
just showed us.
No, dude. Okay, so
Sorry.
for real, I have a mechanical calculator.
Oh, the old adding machines.
The type where when it stops working right, you have to take the thing apart and then put a piece of sponge underneath it and then put it all back together. That was an interesting project.
Yeah, I've got an old calculator here too. I think the abacus is in storage.
It is.
You talk about loud though. Holy crap. You hit the actuator on that thing and it's like you just won the jackpot in Vegas because it just, cling 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 all over the place and the whole thing just you can hear it ratcheting.
Actually, Geek, we gave that to,
Trenton.
yeah, that one. He was one of the nephews.
So this one has the old. I don't know if you could see them in there, but the old LED displays, like the little ones that look like little bubbles.
Oh, very nice.
That's from the electronic slide rule.
You're not showing your age, Devin. You're just showing your lack of paying attention in history class. The abacus is like the, in cartoons when they're counting things and they have the thing with the beads that they slide back and forth. That's an abacus.
It was the first robot.
Yeah, it was the first way of counting things without keeping the numbers in your head and counting on your fingers.
Just Google it. Once you see it, you'll know what it is.
Yeah. And they're actually really easy to use once you've once you've learned how the beads count, then although I learned how to very nice. Virtual Boy. Nothing make my eyes cross and mind hurt more than thinking about playing on a Virtual Boy. God, those things sucked. And the stupid hand controller. Impossible.
Oh, we have the Pentium 1 Palm Top or netbook.
I had to fix one of those once. I had
They
to
are
swap
beautiful
the.
machines.
I had to. I think it was the battery that I was taking out and
These-
replacing.
It's
These
a
things are
brick.
just so nice in that they have the little mouse right here, where that is the mouse, and then it has the clickers on the back of the display.
Yeah. That was the original DS right there.
Okay, Devin just insulted everybody in this room.
Oh, wait, what did it say?
History class.
Oh, you want
Because she
history?
doesn't know what an abacus or any of these old PC computers are.
He put the emphasis on the wrong syllable there, I think.
As if they teach this stuff in history. You evil woman.
Yeah, you would have found out about an abacus for being in math class.
Right?
Yeah,
Every math teacher has an abacus in their desk drawer. I'm convinced of that.
I'm pretty sure with more
Ooh,
recent schooling,
nice.
they still show the math video at some point when there's a substitute in math class that's the history of math.
Yep.
I watched that 3 times.
Devin, I think I'm going to find an emulator for a DOS, maybe a DOS 1 or a DOS 2. I'll find an emulator and I'm going to make you play a text-based RPG.
Hi, Timothy.
I think you would love it.
I've got one I can send you, Tanny.
Excellent. Please do.
Yeah. Actually, I have a couple.
So, I'm looking at buying a Raspberry Pi 4. Is the 4 gigabyte even worth it, or should I just stick with the 1?
I would definitely get the one with more RAM. It will be infinitely more useful.
Well, it's just going to be running. This one is probably just going to be running Octoprint. Because I just need a second Octoprint.
Why not just get a Pi 3?
Because the Pi 4 is cheaper.
Really?
Yep. Because the Pi 3 is no longer manufactured. So the Pi 3 Model B Plus is like $61 now. It looks like there are Pi 3 Model B without the 5 gigahertz, but I like having the 5 gigahertz because 2.4 gigahertz is going to be dropping off eventually.
Huh. Anybody know what this puppy is?
Mouse?
Yeah,
on,
no, it's not a mouse. That is that the PS2 to USB adapter? This is a
QCat. So way back in the day, Radio Shack gave these things out to everybody, and the idea is that you would plug your keyboard into it, and then you would plug the other end into your computer, and you could scan barcodes with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have seen one of those before, but it's been a while.
Trash. They are trash.
Mm-hmm. Michael got
it. Yeah, make her play Leisure Suit Larry. There you go.
Yeah, that was fun.
You know, I don't think I've ever played Leisure Suit Larry.
Ken sent me.
What?
I mean, like I've really the only time that I really got into video games hardcore was the first time was when I played was when I was given a PlayStation 1 for Christmas and I got Final Fantasy VII. And then I played a lot of Soul Calibur on the Dreamcast, which is, in my opinion, still the best gaming console ever made.
Well, if you haven't touched a game system since the Dreamcast, I see where you're...
Yeah.
And then I played a lot of Skyrim and Fallout 4 on the PC. And I've, since I got Kerbal Space Program, that is literally the only video game that I play anymore. I've dropped
is that game any good? Because I own it, but I haven't.
You should definitely play it. It's a lot of fun because it teaches you a lot about rocket engineering. Which rocket science is the easy part. Rocket engineering is where the fun is.
So it basically you're Elon Musk.
Only better because you can build bigger rockets and not have to worry about the cost or the the cost of life that you will inevitably cause by blowing things up and killing all your Kerbals. But yeah, I've probably put about 4,000 hours into Kerbal Space Program. Since I got it on Steam and got the expansion, I've dropped about 1,000 hours into it.
I cannot believe that you have an Atari 2600.
No.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
That was my first console. Nice.
I'm curious. Do you have a ColecoVision sitting in there somewhere?
Do you have a Vectrex? I miss my Vectrex.
I'll have to let me look a little bit more because I'm going through all my stuff here.
Hey, Candy Outdoor Nerd.
Yeah, you were so Geek Tech. You were wondering what kind of nerd I was the other day. Well, now you know.
I think you're confusing nerd with hoarder. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would gladly want half the game systems that you have sitting there. That one alone would do really well on my shelf.
He's the CHD type of hoarder, or type of nerd.
I just like everything that has a basic interpreter on it.
Hang on a sec. Brandon, if you're doing it from your PC, then if you use XSplit, which I don't think you do, I think you're using OBS. But even OBS, you should be able to target a program to share on the screen. But I know in XSplit you can just add a source and target the program, so it'll only show.
Yeah.
It'll basically use the program, capture the program as it's playing.
Yeah, it's basically the same on OBS and Streamlabs.
I do a lot of video game streaming, Techie Dad. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, I can help. I can get together with you and walk you through it. There's a bunch of freeware that you can use, and there's some paid ones that you can use as well.
XSplit is amazing. Just saying.
XSplit's a lot better if you have the subscription to it, though.
Yeah, it is better with the subscription, but still, even the free version allows you to have 4 scenes, I believe.
Yeah, I'm using the free version right now, but I've used XSplit for so long I can't even go back to using OBS anymore.
Right.
Can't find anything, and it's been so long, and they've updated it so many times. I definitely can't find anything.
Yeah, Tanny just killed his.
There we go. I realized that I was streaming in like 480p mode, so I just changed it to the standard.
Oh, Techie Dad, if you're just talking about streaming to YouTube, just use StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard or OBS if you just want to stream yourself.
Yeah, and it's easy to set up where you're streaming to, because you can do it right out of most of the recording software.
Yeah, you can
link your accounts.
But yeah, you can do it straight out of OBS or straight out of XSplit to YouTube. Whatever slobs. I was using slobs for a while, but it seems like right before Microsoft or whoever bought them, they were having a lot of. At least for me, I couldn't stream to YouTube from it. I could stream to Twitch just fine, just not to YouTube.
For OBS?
Yeah. Well, for slobs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There was an Atari 2600 Robbie Mac that went for auction, unopened box, for almost $57,000 a couple of months ago.
No.
Open ones go anywhere from 15 to 10,000 right
Really?
now. Oh yeah.
My printer's really starting to irritate me.
Oh, what's happening?
Well, it's just globbing so gosh darn much that it's jacking up, like it's pushing parts off of the bed.
Floppy.
The CD Mark One.
Freaking globbing.
Hmm.
I don't know what's causing it.
Broderbund. They had the Midway flight, not simulator, but flight arcade game. That was good. Had that on the C64, I think. Played that a lot.
I want to build an arcade cabinet so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I'm doing just Pi the Pi MAME cabinet with without the cabinet. It's just going to be the HDMI to TV. But I'm gonna do like a little tiny arcade cabinet print to hold it in.
Oh,
Build a print and
no.
play.
Well.
Ow. Ow.
That takes me back to the C64 days.
So when I a long time ago, the school in my town got rid of their computer lab of Apple IIe's and they put it at the town yard sale. I picked up the entire computer lab of Apple IIe's when I was like 10 or 12 years old for like $20. I paid them, and my mother was very concerned because we had to do 3 truckloads of these computers. I ended up putting an ad in the newspaper to sell off these machines, and
Nice.
I ended up selling them each for around $200-300 because there are these companies, drug companies or whatever, that had special scientific equipment and cards that plugged into these Apple IIe's, and they needed to get replacement Apple IIe's because they couldn't afford to replace the several $100,000 cards that they had custom developed for them.
Yeah.
But I have so many copies of Oregon Trail and Number Munchers and CPM.
Mr. Buttram, that picture you posted in the group chat is freaking hilarious. I'm going to share it with the stream.
Is it the Thursday forecast?
Kirsten, can you hear her?
No.
I don't hear anything.
I like it.
Yeah.
Make me big real quick so y'all can read it.
I've seen that. So I had a friend who looked up the timeline. It is it's 25 years. Crap, I just forgot his math.
Wow, what's this?
I think you broke Tanny.
Just a little, yeah.
Tandy, I love the star. I keep
Right? That star came out so well.
Mara.
This is the one that I was thinking you were talking about.
That one's funny too, and accurate for those in the US. So I found out today that Germans don't really eat turkey. They eat duck and goose more than they eat
Right,
turkey.
Sharon?
Well, I think that's mostly because wild turkeys are an American species.
I mean, when you drink it, it tastes okay.
Grey goose is delicious. Yes, dear, you cook the best turkey. It's why you're cooking 2 of them this year.
Do you cook your turkey from frozen or do you thaw it first?
We thaw it first. It's already in the fridge.
Y'all are ridiculous.
Why would
Which group chat did Ryan post that in?
Yeah, the UFO, my UFO group.
Talk to Josh on
Well,
that.
I'm in your General Alien 3D group. Did I not
No,
get invited to the Cool
on-
Kids Club?
On Twitter, I have a UFO group that helps me come up with projects and designs and stuff,
No, I'm not part of the Cool Kids Club.
and accessories and things.
So you know what's fun is if you sneak up on a turkey out in the middle of the woods and you spook the thing when they're up in a tree or something or on the ground. Them things make so much noise when they go to take off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in Fargo, well, mostly across the river in Moorhead from Fargo, but there are a bunch of wild turkeys that just roam the city.
They
And
roam the city?
yeah,
Are they like a gang? Do they have like tattoos and like bandanas and stuff?
no, but they are all turkeys and they are mean as hell and just the most evil, horrible creatures.
Well, wait a second. Are they swan level mean?
No, I would say that swans are like fairy princesses compared to these things.
What things? I missed something.
Big gang of wild turkeys.
Dude, wild turkeys are hilarious though, because when you pop around a corner in a car and they try to fly and you hit them, they make the funniest sound.
That's terrible.
I'll be right back. Gotta run to the bathroom.
Yeah, I made her a bottle. She's going through a growth spurt. Is my only theory at this point. Yeah, Squishy's been sick for the last week, and then all of a sudden today she's feeling better and her appetite opened up.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, nice
Yay! That thing is an atrocity.
That was the point.
It's not an atrocity, it's an abomination. There's a difference.
Yeah, I guess. You forgot something again.
See, an atrocity is something that should exist that offends some people. An abomination is something that just should not exist.
That's fair, but he obviously is getting a huge kick out of it, so it's an atrocity right now.
But he's still terrified of it. You can tell by the fact that he like is, you know, he won't like snuggle it and he won't like put it anywhere near his face.
Oh, hell no.
He'll eat
See,
him.
it's an abomination.
That's fair.
Babe, what are you saying? Me too. To Tanny about not being in the cool kids club. I asked you if you wanted to invite to that group. You said no. I don't want to hear it.
At least you got to ask Rosa. So I mean, what sort of dark hair? Dark purple?
Dark blue.
Dark blue is good
hair's
too.
Fun. I did in high school. I had my hair in a pixie, and I did Manic Panic's True Blue. My band director hated it. Absolutely hated it. It was great.
Yeah.
I was his best behaved problem student is my official title. And there went Vikings camera.
Yep. I was waiting on it.
Fancy new one?
Yeah, it has
Yeah.
no battery life though.
No, that's why I'm waiting for the dummy,
Oh, no.
dummy battery.
It doesn't charge while it's plugged into the PC.
Nope. It's if I have the USB plugged in, it charges if it's turned off.
That sucks.
It
that
only
is no
charges in
fun.
the off position. That sucks.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. As I said earlier, I need a dummy battery.
Teddy, I'm trying to find a good case for my SKR.
Print one.
That's what I'm looking for, a good one to print.
Hang on, let me find the one that I've got because I have a really good case.
I saw you mouth that word. It's after 10 o'clock.
Well, I'm scraping off little one layer things off my bed, and it.
Oh, did it get under your fingernail?
Yes.
Oh,
Pain I can sympathize with.
oh, now my hands hurt.
Kind of pain.
That's like,
Yep.
what is it? That's that torture method, right?
Yeah. Yep, I've done that. One time I went to scrape something off and I did the dumb thing of using my finger because I was like, oh, it's fine. It's a nice smooth curve. Well, the nice smooth curve broke, and and I was going like pretty fast, so it dug into my fingernail all the way to the base. And so I just had this nice little PLA splinter all the way in my middle fingernail, all the way through my fingernail. And it was curved at the very end. So when I had to pull it out, it caught. And so there was just this like little yellow spot underneath my fingernail for weeks while it was like being pushed out, and it just constantly itched. Yeah, you're welcome for that nice nauseating feeling that that if you're anything like me, you're feeling right now. Because just describing that, I'm nauseated from thinking about how much that freaking hurt.
Yeah, my
that's
fingernails just tried disappearing.
I've done a lot of damage to my hands, but I've never done that before.
Yeah, it sucked. It sucked almost as bad as when I went in to have my ingrown toenail removed, and they give you the shot for Josh, use a scraper for crying out loud, you
I'm not using a
dingus.
scraper on this surface.
You don't have to use a sharp scraper.
I don't have a scraper except for my plastic resin printer scraper.
And that won't work?
It's got, well, I don't know. It probably would, but
Yeah, if
It's
anyone
my
ever has to
shine.
have an ingrown toenail removed, the worst part is not the recovery. The worst part is when they give you a shot into the nerve at the base of your toe,
no, thank you.
and they have to get that needle into the nerve.
No, thank you.
That
That's awesome.
You know,
Apparent-
I do
apparently, I started screaming at the doctor. I don't remember any of it, but I started screaming curses at the doctor while she was doing that.
Just give me whatever they gave me when I got my colonoscopy. I'll be fine.
Just some gas.
No, they didn't gas me. They induced amnesia.
Oh
What?
yeah, those are. That's always nice.
The last surgery I went through, I was awake to the whole thing. So
Yeah,
Oh.
Devin, I feel you right there.
yeah, my last surgery was my oral surgery when they cut all my teeth out.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go in and have that toenail removed because the doctor messed it up, and she didn't put the silver nitrate on it properly, so it started growing back. So now I've got 2 toenails on that toe, and one of them
Wow.
just grows straight up, and it doesn't hurt or anything unless it catches on my sock while I'm taking it off.
Oh,
That sounds painful.
you know, if you take a pair of pliers and just yank the thing out, you might be fine.
You know, I've done that, and it sucks just about as bad as you would think.
I mean, you got to get drunk first or something.
Oh no,
Doesn't drink.
I took a double dose of my pain medication, and I was just like, all right, well, I feel numb enough. Yank. Oh no, I was not numb enough. I was dumb enough, but not numb enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't even get drunk enough to reset toes properly, so I definitely couldn't rip a toenail off. Screw that noise.
Yep. Let's see.
I am so glad I haven't had to have toenails or anything like that removed. I have lost a toenail because of being young and dumb and running barefoot on broken concrete.
Ouch.
But I can't imagine going in and knowing you're going to lose your toenail.
I had this nail removed when I was a kid. I got a stone this size thrown at it, and the finger split in the middle here,
Ooh.
and I got the blood, whatever it's called, on top of the fingernail. And,
Where it starts swelling.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it was black from blood, and I think I was about 5, and the doctor pulled it without any what is it called again?
Anesthetic.
Yeah. So
Mm.
if it was now, I would probably have punched him, but and he can be glad that my dad wasn't there. It was my mother. He would
I'm
have been
wondering
pissed.
if it's like a guy versus girl thing, but I say I'm in pain and they give me like everything for every kind of procedure. You guys get jack shit.
Yeah.
Well, there is a lot of gender bias in medicine.
Don't I know it?
Yeah.
Yeah, women are less likely to get medications that will help with pain disorders because the doctors just think that they're overreacting.
Trust me.
That bothered me when I found out.
Yeah.
3 months before our wedding, I went into the hospital shaking, screaming in pain, and all they gave me was Tylenol. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, but we live in a recovery town. You can't get pain meds for anything here, anyways.
That's true. And the one pain med that they are willing to give people, I'm allergic to. So I can only have the really good stuff. So that doesn't help either.
Hmm.
But yeah.
I'm
That
lucky
one
I'm
was
not
fun.
allergic to all that stuff.
I need to be put in a bubble, but I'd be allergic to the bubble.
Probably.
So the only bone I ever went and broke.
You went and broke?
Well,
So you did it on purpose.
the only bone I ever had that broke
There you go.
was an extra bone that was growing off the side of my leg.
Really?
I didn't even know that I had it. Playing soccer, got kicked in the leg, busted the thing. I complained about it, and finally, like 2 or 3 weeks later, my parents finally brought me to the hospital because it was like, okay, he's been complaining about this for a while. The thing was, the bone was broken. It was just this extra thing that was hanging off the side of the. I don't know which bone it was in the leg, but
Well, there's only 2.
3. There's 3.
well, it was the bigger one.
Oh, that's true. There is 3.
It was the bigger one, in between the knee and the foot. And that was the most painful thing ever because they never gave me nothing for it, and it eventually got reabsorbed into the body because it was just kind of floating there, separated after it broke off.
Yeah, I've broken so many bones I stopped counting.
I love Josh's expression throughout Mike's entire story because he just looks so skeptical. He almost has the aliens guy kind of face going for him.
I've never broken a bone.
Neither have I.
I have broken one bone, and it was my kneecap.
Oh.
I was working at a computer shop, and there were concrete floors, and I had been working for probably about 38 hours at that point because I was even more of a workaholic back then. And I know, right? And I stood up too fast from my chair, and I hadn't eaten anything during the entire time, and so I just popped and I was out, and I went down on my knee right onto a computer case screw on the concrete floor. So yeah, it was
lovely.
Effectively an M3 screw right into the kneecap with my full body weight behind it.
Doesn't sound good.
It was unpleasant, especially because I was there alone. So when I stood up and I pulled the computer screw out of my knee, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. So I went about my day, and then later I was like, it was hurting, and there was some blood, and so I looked at it and I was picking at it, and I picked the little circle of flesh that had been punched out by the screw. And the next day I was crawling around underneath desks and stuff, and I was like, my knee hurts a little bit from doing this, and I'm like, oh, it's because it's bruised. But then 3 months later, my knee kept popping and feeling weird, so I rubbed my finger over it, and there's a definite ridge now in my kneecap where right underneath the scar.
Damn.
Yeah, I had an interesting
He had an
life.
interesting summer.
I have a total of 27 breaks, 218 stitches, and I hyperextended my left knee 45 degrees in the wrong direction.
Don't forget your cracked and torn rotator cuff.
Yeah, and my cracked and torn rotator cuff.
Tonight on Alien After Dark, unending nausea.
Uncle Jesse just posted a picture of his toe that it definitely looks broken. That piggy is not moving anymore, and the entire base of his foot is bruised. It looks bad.
What'd you ask, Mike?
That's what popsicle sticks and tape are for.
Right.
What did you ask me, Mike?
I said, how'd you break so many things?
He had a really large growth spurt one summer.
I was a very dangerous kid, and I've shattered my hand. That's my good thumb. That's my bad one. I've shattered this whole section.
Huh.
Oh.
So I mean, it's all screwed up.
You can do neat tricks with it though.
I've broken almost every toe a couple of times. I can't even. I mean, I've got long finger toes, monkey toes, anyways. But when I used to be able to bend them flat down. Now when I bend them, they go all crooked and crap.
Damn, Devin, that's a lot of bones.
But I did parkour for a while when I got out of the army, and
Oh, that explains it.
and when I hyperextended my knee, I was doing something really stupid in New York.
He broke most of his bones in one summer. Like all of his big breaks, because he went from like 4'11" to 6'1" in one summer.
Oh yeah.
So
that was my 9th grade year. Was when I broke all my toes, and I broke all my toes, one leg, 2 arms. Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah,
Sounds fun.
he pretty much he'd go from one cast to another. But his rotator cuff was a little bit more recently.
Yeah,
See,
that was a few years ago.
Yeah, I can talk about all your injuries because you have more than me.
I was the kid that rode the bike down the hill that nobody else wanted to ride down, and when I flipped over and landed on my head, I was like, all right, well, if I'm not bleeding, let's do it again.
He's still like that. And Adam, to respond to your comment earlier, no, it was not that painful to get married to him. It was a completely separate issue that I ended up actually having emergency surgery a month before our wedding to fix.
Fun.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's got the broken bones, I got the surgeries.
I haven't broken anything in a while.
I'm pretty sure you broke a toe the other month.
Well, I mean, if you break something at this point, I mean, it's no longer under warranty, right?
I don't know. The doctor said, other than one small problem I have, I'll probably live to be 100. So
Well, I mean, you're basically immortal if you've broken like that many bones.
I'm in good health for the most part. I still have 10 fingers, 10 toes, and 2 arms. So, I mean, I can do anything I need to.
And math.
Yeah. When in doubt, I can at least count to 21.
Babe, did you fall asleep? You've gotten quite quiet.
No, she's currently vomiting from the sympathy pain.
Oh.
She's had a baby and she works in a hospital. I doubt any of this affects her.
Yeah, having a kid does some weird things to your stomach. Oh, we need to make the turkey project. Ryan.
Yeah, I got to pull the files off the website.
Mm-hmm. We should take it to my mom's and hide it in a pocket and just have it going off. Or when somebody goes and checks on the turkey, have it set off. Oh wait, you're cooking. You'll know. Shit, I forgot to go to GameStop and get my schedule for next week.
I'll go by there tomorrow.
Well, I have to go by there tomorrow. I work tomorrow. Tomorrow's the start of Hell Week.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
7
For
o'clock
anyone that works
tomorrow.
at retail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I don't work retail.
Technically, my Hell Week started Sunday because we had the holiday store meeting to gear us up, and we were doing a lot of prep for it because we have a lot of promotions coming
Charmander.
up.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's a Charmander.
I don't even go outside on Black Friday. Screw that noise.
The only time he does is when he has to
Same.
drop me off.
I am too nope.
So you guys seen
What is
the
that sound?
Triangle Lab Dragon hot down?
That's Mike's automatic part ejector.
Just piston of doom. What'd you say, Viking? I couldn't hear you over the printer.
Yeah, have you guys seen the Triangle Lab Dragon hot down?
No, I haven't.
Isn't that the mosquito clone?
No, it's looks like a hybrid between a V6 and a Mosquito. it mounts in a V6, same pattern as that. So
Send me a link.
yeah,
I'll take a look.
You post it in the chat.
I can't post links in the chat. I'm not allowed.
No. Apparently
I can.
the link is too long. 401 characters. So let me see.
There are limits.
Yeah.
Take all the SEO crap off of it.
Working on it. There we go. Let's see.
I'm having a love-hate relationship right now with one of my programs for one of my classes. It's Alice 3. Follow step-by-step instructions. Does it work?
Oh, that's
Nope.
sexy, Viking.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh yeah.
It's expensive.
It is. But I've been really satisfied with Triangle Labs products I've ordered. The BMG extruders are good, and the V6 clones are good. I probably have ordered some other stuff from that too, but I can't remember right now.
Looks
Yeah,
like
I've
they've only
ordered
got
a
the
few
high
things from
floor
them.
left.
What?
Oh my
That's really-
god,
that's really
they're
nice,
constant asking me to re-log in and re-verify my humanity is really getting annoying.
Yeah.
There's a plugin for that.
AliExpress.
Really?
Here's an idea. Stop buying from AliExpress and GearBest. And
Well,
Alibaba.
I can't afford to not buy from them because they're the only ones that have the prices cheap enough for me to afford
Yeah, more or
for
less
the
the
parts
same.
that I need. Plus, nobody carries all metal Titans in the US. Amazon doesn't have a single one.
I mean, I guess getting Chinese-made stuff is totally fine if you don't care about the exploitation of slave labor.
Holy crap, that's loud.
Sheebus.
You need to really put some WD-40 on those bearings here, bud.
No, don't use WD-40 on bearings. It's bad for them. It increases their wear on them. WD-40 is a terrible lubricant.
Well, I
It
mean,
needs
keep
rail
in mind,
oil.
keep
Yeah, it's
in
not a
mind,
lubricant, it's a degreaser.
this thing has had probably at least 700 parts through it, so.
We can tell.
Yeah.
But I haven't had to replace the hot end.
That's fine, but you're going to need to replace those joints soon.
And Devin, I'm going to school for programming right now.
Yeah, Ryan, that's the one that we're talking about, actually.
It's a starving artist's job.
I posted the link a little earlier in the chat.
What language are you learning right now?
Right now, I'm actually learning a multitude, but I'm focusing on Java and HTML. I already have a basic in HTML, and I wanted to learn Java.
Yeah.
Like actual real Java or JavaScript?
Actual real Java.
I'm sorry.
Why?
Okay.
I know
What was
that. Why? I know at coming out of high school, if a student shows that they have a proficiency in Java, they can get an internship at a company in our area for $60,000 a year. Coming out of high school, I'm okay with learning Java.
Yeah.
I'm learning Java too, but I'm not using the program she is.
Yeah, I mean, Java, of all of the programming languages, is like the one that's the most sticky.
It's
Like,
actually
it's
one of
the
the most sought
only-
after.
It's because of Oracle.
I think it's because of the amount of boilerplate in order to do anything.
I don't know. I'm entry level on Python and C#, so I'm learning Java now because that's where the jobs are at.
I was too lazy to learn all those. I just went with PHP.
I taught myself some basic HTML. I work on a wiki when I have time, and I have sunk hours and hours and hours into it.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to go and try to learn a language these days, the languages that I would look at would be JavaScript primarily because you can run it both client and server side.
You can run Java client and server side.
Not in any of the modern browsers.
Yes, you can.
Can we not have a pissing contest tonight?
I
Just saying.
my company built their entire application using Java. I mean, not JavaScript. So I mean, it's either running or they're doing something that I don't know about.
Well, I mean, most
Which
of the
could be
time,
the case. Which could be the case.
Yeah, most of the time in enterprise environments, they push out special installs to get its Javas in the browser, but it's like a plugin, kind of like Adobe Flash.
What year do you think this is?
Josh, I do apologize for what's about to happen.
Yeah, 2019. That's why I was kind of saying
You
Java's
sure?
cool. Yeah,
Okay, because
Flash.
they're pulling Flash from things now.
No, I think he was just saying that in order to run Java in a browser, you need a plugin, like you needed a plugin to run Flash.
Okay.
I mean, it's always been that way.
Java comes standard in Chrome, Edge, and Firefox now.
Especially since Chrome and Edge are the same browser now.
Yeah.
Well, wait a second. What do you mean by Java comes in there?
Yeah, Ryan, Viking posted a link a few minutes ago. The AliExpress link.
Because I mean, I've never seen any kind of Java without an external plugin having to be installed.
I run Java on my machine all the time, and I specifically disallow Java from installing on my machine.
I mean, I don't know
I
what to
don't
tell
have
you.
it installed on any of my machines either.
Yep.
I mean, it comes standard in the browsers now.
Josh, you're starting to look like a Captain Jack Sparrow wannabe with the eye.
I mean, maybe I'm confused.
I think you're confusing Java and JavaScript.
Nope.
No, I'm fairly sure that JavaScript is the one that's specifically designed for browser use only. I mean, I could be wrong.
I think
but-
we just need to stop it. Hey, look, Viking's back and he's printing something. Viking, what are you printing?
Ooh, it's a cat.
I'm printing Baby Yoda in several parts.
Cool. Are you gonna? Is this the one with the feet, or is this the one that he asked people to test to see if he can get it together?
Test one.
Cool. Let me know how it prints, because I was asking Ryan to print me one, but then all of our printers decided to go FUBAR.
Yeah.
They're all fixed now.
Kind of.
Kind of.
And that means
Kit was asking what the picture was on my thing. It's my spirit animal.
I thought your spirit animal was a pony.
That's my other spirit animal. I have like 9.
9 lives. Cat. Okay. Stop thinking about it.
I can't.
Let's Google.
Oh God.
Browsers run Java.
Where's my Switch? I'm gonna be here for the long one, apparently. Is Zelda asleep back there?
She wasn't until I moved.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place to sit? Jack's not in his bed, so
Your
Zelda's back
mom's
here.
awake still.
So how long are we streaming today? I'm starting to get tired.
Not much longer.
Viking, when are you not tired? Honestly,
Well, when we start streaming, it's normally like way past his bedtime already.
I don't think he
It
has
is.
a bedtime.
He has to wake up to put up with our crap.
Well, probably an hour a day. I'm awake. Oh, it's better than that. But streams are usually starting 2 a.m. for me, so
Do you take a nap before you start joining streams?
I've done that a few times the last week. But I've slept way too little for a long while now, so I'm starting to feel it.
Most of the time, he gets into the stream, and when the conversation starts going, he'll lean his head back and just take a nap.
So, according to this article posted July 3rd, 2019, by Paul Leahy, the Java runtime environment basically becomes standard on all PCs now, and therefore is enabled on all browsers now, but can be turned off. And yeah.
Well, the Java runtime environment lets you run jar files, but to do it inside a browser, you gotta enable that.
You just gotta authorize permission usually for a Java applet to run in your browser, not necessarily enable it.
Yeah, JRE is a scripting lane, or JRE is a virtual machine basically, and
Yeah,
all browsers just have that virtual machine enabled.
yeah.
I'm curious, Mike. What operating system do you run on?
I'm running on a Chromebook right now, but I run typically Ubuntu or Windows 10 otherwise.
Okay. What kind of phone do you have?
What kind of phone?
Yeah. What kind of phone do you have?
I have an Android phone, which by default is running that is running Java for most of its programs. You're muted.
Yeah, it's because he's talking to his mom very quick.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry. So you're on an Android phone? Because
Yeah.
I'm going to bet you're on like a Motorola Razr or something.
He probably has that up in his attic though.
Probably. I don't know. I genuinely wasn't sure.
Wait. I thought you said you had a flip phone yesterday.
Yeah.
You troll.
I thought he did too.
You troll.
No. I was talking. I was talking about my Chromebook being a clamshell.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a phone yesterday when you said that.
Well, I use my Chromebook for making calls more than I use my phone.
Speaking of yesterday, hey Josh, can you tell us what type of filament Geek won yesterday in the stream?
What kind of what?
Filament he won, because he won your filament.
White ABS.
Oh, you were one of the 10?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I gotta check.
Wait,
my
why
email.
is Rosa saying or ignore me? What are you talking about?
Because she keeps saying telefono amor.
Well, send something to the telefono, amor. The last thing I got from you was at 10:13 saying, yeah. So how am I ignoring you, amor? When you ain't sent nothing, amor.
I
Out
must
of
have emailed
curiosity,
him
does
from my
Rosa
other
speak Spanish?
email address. Yeah, that
Oh
or she,
shit, were you one of the 10? I got distracted about halfway through and stopped listening.
well,
I got to prove to Miss Sassy Pants that I didn't get nothing from her, amor.
Yeah.
well, I sent him a message, but
You
he
probably
Well-
have to go through a few emails to do that.
Well, Miss Sassy Pants, you know your crapple cry phone doesn't always send the pictures.
Yeah.
I have
My-
noticed
me
that
and my
Apple
girl-
does not like sending stuff to other companies' phones
Me and
because
my
one of my classmates has an Android, and she and I were sitting next to each other, and my messages kept coming through as not sent, not sent, not sent, not sent, and she got the same message 6 times from me, and it's still showing not sent from me.
yeah, my girlfriend and I also have that problem. She has an iPhone, I have Android.
I know you
Uh,
can still hear me, babe, but I'm just saying, Miss Sassy Pants getting her panties in a bunch, saying I'm ignoring you, and I didn't even get the picture you sent because your crapple cry phone doesn't send stuff sometimes, especially late at night, because you're on cray baby AT&T.
Hey Josh, do you want a blanket for that doghouse you're living in?
if it makes you feel any better, we're on AT&T as well.
And
I'm
it's the
sorry.
worst.
It is the
It's
worst.
the best in this area.
Better than Sprint.
Well,
in
you
this
live in a
area.
shitty area.
I live in Virginia.
In the mountains.
My point stands.
I'm not denying it at all.
Sprint decided to introduce LTE. Uh-oh. Josh is in trouble. Decided to try to introduce LTE Spark to this area without having any of these LTE Spark towers enabled in our area, and then told us it was our problem that we weren't connecting to our service.
So
Yeah,
let me
Sprint
tell
sucks
you,
as bad as AT&T.
And I'm not
Sprint
paying
is
for
worse than
Verizon.
AT&T. Does anybody remember the original HTC Evo that came out for Sprint?
I
That was like,
hated that phone.
Well,
I used to work
well,
for
here's the
Sprint.
deal. It had a WiMAX Wi-Fi connection thing, and the WiMAX was supposed to be the 4G service. They advertised it as a freaking 4G phone, and it never was a freaking 4G phone. And then they abandoned the WiMAX rollout in favor of real 4G.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about AT&T releasing a 5G freaking icon on the phone when 5G wasn't even freaking out yet?
Well, that's
Right.
the fake thing. They faked it. It's literally fake. Just BS.
They do that a lot.
I mean,
It's marketing and reading the fine print.
as long as my phone works, I don't care what company it is.
Yeah, but if it's 2 cans and a string, that ain't very good.
If it's 2 cans and a string and I can still order pizza, I don't care. All right, if I need to call the doctor's office and whatever, as long as those cans and that string work, I don't care.
You know, I always wanted to go and see about using 2 cans and a string and then hooking up a modem on one side and hooking up like an actual phone line on the other end and seeing whether it would be possible to actually do dial-up over 2 cans and a string.
Technically, yes, as long as you had the audible tone modem.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Considering the
the
fact-
the one from the beginning of War Games.
Oh, that is such a classic movie.
Right.
Yeah.
That would work over a cannon string.
Rosa, I'm
Wait, why is
pretty sure
Brandon all of a
there's
sudden talking about FTC and kids under 13 again? That was like a 3 hour ago conversation, sir.
Hey,
Um,
has anybody seen this toy? Look at this cool toy.
maybe he's saying that because AT&T wasn't prevented from lying about their 5G service.
Oh, that's probably true.
Oh no! Did somebody get fined already?
Oh,
Who the hell knows?
I thought it was starting up next year.
There's this guy that I follow on YouTube for basically how to like grow your YouTube channel and stuff. Every freaking video he's put out every day for the last 2 weeks has been about this COPPA crap, and I'm about to unsubscribe from him.
Yeah.
I would.
I don't know. I don't think it will affect me very much. So
I think it's only going to affect you if you want to monetize your videos ever.
I'm just irritated because once they started announcing this stuff and the targeting thing, we started getting Cafe Bustelo and Virginia Lottery commercials on a kids' TV show when I didn't used to get ads for anything on it.
Verizon does have actual 5G service in select areas. AT&T launched it way before they even had 5G service and confused the hell out of a bunch of people, and I think they got in trouble for it.
Yeah, they started throwing the 5G icon on phones, whether the service was 5G or not.
Well, our phone prices didn't go up, and our bill didn't go up for using 5G. So I mean, they can call it 9G for all I care. As long as my prices don't change, I don't give a shit.
Our prices did go up. I fixed it.
Well,
you got to figure. I have a bi-monthly argument with AT&T.
Does that mean twice a month or every other month?
Every other month. Towards the end of my pregnancy, I wasn't allowed to talk to AT&T because it always ended up in me screeching and then crying. It got bad there for a while because I was on the phone with them for every week. And I lost chat again. Grr.
Use the pop out from YouTube.
Yay, resin rep box.
It's back.
Woo, cute. That's longer than the actual rep box, like proportionally, isn't it?
Shouldn't be. It's their file that they sent me.
On your phone with the 16K screen.
What spools are you going to use in that?
Maybe it just looks longer because mine, the last time I saw mine, it was mostly broken in half.
I love those
21.1
things.
gigawatts.
We sat there and put all the tickets that we got from Earth inside of those. And it's how we kept them in one spot and safe.
Nice.
Redbox. Are you reprinting your stuff for it? Oh.
Do
no.
what?
I was just really close. I thought that was actually really big.
No, it's tiny.
Your
No,
panels for your rep box are amazing, by the way.
Do what?
Your panels.
They are pretty awesome, aren't they?
You need to reprint the handle and make it ooze green.
Well, I don't have any of the plastic parts, so I have to print all the plastic parts anyways.
There you go. You can make it all match.
But no. So I reached out to every company that was a sponsor at Earth to get stuff for the care packages, the Earth care packages.
Mm-hmm. You got a good flag for that.
And they sent me, or are sending me, these little rep boxes,
Mhm.
but they didn't have enough. So I asked them to send me the files so that I could print some.
Oh, that was nice of you.
And so
Did they send you the lightsabers to go with it?
no. Well, I think they sent me lifesavers they had, but I don't think it's enough for all the boxes. So I'll order some more off Amazon. It's no biggie. But yeah. So I wanted to make sure that everybody who's getting a care package gets a rep box. So I'm gonna print them out and fill them
Did
full of
you
lifesavers.
reach out to Print and Play to get a Fresh Prince of Bel Air stickers?
Well, he wasn't a sponsor. I don't think. I think he just had a maker table.
Yeah,
So
but he
I
was
didn't.
winning that contest with all
No,
the
he was
sponsors.
actually in the sponsor row, like you were.
Yeah, he was right behind
Yeah,
you.
but I was a sponsor. That's true. Why isn't he on my list?
Yeah, because he was on the same row with you, or he was right actually on the other side
Oh
of you.
yeah, he was behind me. But why isn't he
Yeah.
on the list? I must have missed him on the list. I'll reach out to him.
I mean, he may not have been a sponsor. It may have been because of who was part of that
Yeah.
contest, being Amy Double D, Joe
Yeah.
Telling.
Right.
And on top of it, they had all the sponsors or the one sponsor that was invested in it as well. Because I think that's how he ended up
And
there.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
The oh no, it was You Do It who was a sponsor that wasn't really there, that had all the stuff next to
He was there. He just didn't stay at his table.
I think he had a banner and some stickers out.
Yeah, it's the same banner he had last year.
I don't know, your picture's still on it.
It's an ugly picture. That's fair.
See, Miss Sassy Pants sends me a picture about ignoring her, and then she doesn't say anything to me.
I think Miss Sassy Pants is
Not yet, Ryan.
Mobile.
Still under some tighter financial constraints.
By the way, Tanny, the roll of filament you sent about broke my foot.
Oh yeah?
I dropped it.
Hey, don't do that.
Yeah, it missed my foot by that much.
You should know that we got the box 2 weeks ago. I think.
Yeah.
The filament stand is officially put together.
He lost a screw, and it took him this long to find it.
Good job.
Yeah, I finally found the screw because I was sitting there the whole time going, either I dropped a screw, or this is just Tanny being funny because he knows I don't have a screw this size.
Could be.
Oh, that would be an excellent prank.
It would be. It'd be a very good prank.
We knew Tanny was the one that probably packed the box because his coin was in there. You weren't?
Nope, I don't pack any of the boxes because I'm not warehouse crew.
So you were able to convince somebody from Warehouse Crew to put something extra in there? Nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, I print stuff for them all the time, so
Nice.
if I want them to do something, I'm just like, hey, can you do this for me? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll send you a message of what we were planning on doing if you would have sponsored via Drill Tech.
Speaking of which, we need colors for your made tangible for your core. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why are you so tired, Miss Sassy Pants? You act like you worked all day.
Purple
God.
and blue are my colors, so purple, blue, and red.
What
For
color
accents.
of purple?
Like majestic.
Okay.
The majestic purple is like the ideal one.
Okay.
And my squirt bottles for
are blue.
For cleaning my build surfaces, purple and blue.
Okay.
Even
trying to
the
change.
even the tags for my car are blue. Like, yeah.
Mike, are you trying to change the color with a lighter?
Oh yeah, I'm just having a little fun here.
Yeah,
Are you trying to bring it to life?
it's not that yellow.
¿Qué pasa,
Anymore.
mamacita?
Yeah, it's the color has been altered a little bit.
Yeah,
Just a smidge. It's smoother though.
yeah.
You ever
It
Those
is.
layer lines are vanishing.
you ever heard the phrase that a man with a beard shouldn't play with a lighter? Just saying.
So I have actually burned my eyebrows off before,
Not surprised.
unintentionally.
If
I
you
ha-
do it intentionally, I'm going to be questioning a couple of things. And
Well,
your ownership of more lighters would be one of them.
so many years ago, right? I picked up this lawnmower at a yard sale, and I used to mow people's lawns to make money. And this lawnmower was a nice self-propelled. I don't know whether it was maybe a Craftsman or something, but it had a crank on the top of it that you would like wind up a spring, and then you hit a little lever, and it would like start the mower. It didn't have like a pull cord. But this thing was like probably 30, 40 years old when I got it. So it was a lovely lawnmower, but the muffler area was rusted out. And when I filled up the tank with gasoline, and by the way, the tank was made out of tin or steel or whatever it was, and it had a metal cap on it. They actually spilled a little gasoline into the oil drip tray around the engine. The thing backfires, lights up that gasoline that was in the drip tray. It literally starts boiling the gas that's in the gas
No.
tank, and it blows right out the top of this stupid little tin lid, which has 3 little holes in it. And it's just like this giant 10-foot jet of freaking gasoline being boiled vapor burning off my eyebrows.
Very nice.
It was terrible because it wrecked my perfectly awesome lawnmower.
Anyways, party people, I'm gonna ask y'all to start doing outros because I'm tired and I'm going to bed. So we'll start with
Geek a second.
we'll start with Tanny first. Then
I am 3D Tanny. You can find me on Twitter at 3D Tanny or at Made Tangible, as it says right over here. I'll be doing Wet Paint Wednesday tomorrow with Devin Riso, and we'll be painting Baby Yoda. So come join us for that. It'll just be me and Devin on stream, but everyone is welcome to join in the chat and watch us paint. I'll try to maybe have some music to play as well.
Eye Candy Viking.
Yeah, I'm the 3D Print Viking. You can find me as 3D Print Viking on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and on 3dprintviking.com. Yeah, that's all for
Mike.
Hey, I'm Mike with AutoDrop 3D, automatic 3D printer ejectors, and cloud software 3D printer management. So,
Miss Geek Tech.
I don't know how to do this crap. I'm Miss Geek Tech. I'm on Twitter. But that's about it. Go follow the person next to me instead. I'm moral support.
Geek Tech.
Unmute yourself first.
It works best.
And here I had a great outro going.
I know. I saw the lips moving and everything.
ooh, look at that puppy.
So the Gauss rifle
Nice.
is officially done.
I want to see the lever turn.
I've got to glue the lever on.
But
But
sweet.
Nice.
this piece has got to be painted separately, but it will be
Okay.
able to turn on the inside because I'm
Awesome.
just spinning the other side of it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Looking great.
Oh yeah. It actually turned out really well. It turned out better than I thought it did. I
I
only
had
had
to
to
figure out
reprint
how
a
to
couple of
do-
pieces.
Yeah, I have to
But-
figure out how to do a wood finish for this stupid thing.
Yeah, we're probably gonna do some what is it? Aqua? No.
Yeah,
Ah.
the
Hydro
Yeah.
dip.
That's
hydro
the word.
dip.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
probably gonna hydro dip a couple of the pieces. But
That'll be awesome.
so I'm Geek Tech. You can find me the same way everywhere if I'm there. As you've seen, I've got the prototype Gauss rifle, which I just finished. Next stage in that process is painting, and then the last of the videos. Don't worry, I won't make you sit through 18 hours of video. It'll be a lot of nice time lapses. So, all the files for the Gauss rifle will be released as soon as the video's done for whoever wants them. It'll be up on my mini factory, and there'll also be some tutorials on some of the paint techniques that I'm going to use. But yeah, subscribe.
Awesome. Go subscribe. I'm Josh from Alien 3D. I'm tired. Sorry, I'm being a little wacky right now. But anyways, thank you everybody who has spent the last 3 hours, 11 minutes, and 44 seconds with us tonight. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to my customers. Thank you to who else do I usually thank besides Miss Sassy Pants? I don't know. I'm tired. Thank you, Miss Sassy Pants, for being the most amazing free assistant ever, and I love you because you're my girlfriend and you're still a Sassy Pants. But anywho,
She upgraded from Slacker.
before I know, right? Because she's actually awake tonight.
Yeah.
Slacker. Anyways, thank you guys. Peace out.